So, Mrs. Farmer, if you will cut me up some carrots and onions, and I'll take that celery.
Do you want to peel?
Yeah, just hit a lick on the hide of them.
Peel them?
And then I'll get this celery going.
Or do you just want how big of pieces?
Oh, you know, just little rings.
Normal?
Yeah,
All right.
just little thin rings. We really wanted some good Italian food. And so I thought tonight, you know what, we'll do a chicken recipe, because we already bought the chicken. We really got to thinking about this Italian thing, and that's the way we're going tonight.
Sounds good. You've been singing all day. You can stop now. That's beautiful.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
When the
That's good.
moon hits your eye. All right, we're getting started here. You know what? We're going to do, I don't know, half a cup of each. That's good on the carrots.
Good on the
I think we got
carrots?
enough carrots. And again, we're going to make enough of this for a couple days. And most of that onion,
Okay.
just fingernail size, as we like to say. So I'm going to go ahead and do our one pot dish here.
Okay.
Sauteing the bottom of this, just put some olive oil in there. Now, you know, I like to look up the history on food because, you know, you're cooking a recipe and, oh, you can't put this and that. And
Yeah.
you can, the tradition says that you can't do this and you can't do that. If it tastes good and you like it,
Do whatever you want. That's
yeah,
right.
tradition's out the window.
Yeah.
Can you put spaghetti in chili? Can you put any kind of pasta in chili? Well, you can put ice cream and potato chips in chili if it floats your boat.
That sounds really good.
But we're not going to do that tonight. But I looked up the history, and minestrone, way back, it was just basically a hearty vegetable soup, whatever you had.
Yeah.
Now, when Rome took over the world back in the 2nd century BC, all these other cultures and all these other foods started coming in. Later potatoes and tomatoes and so on and so forth. So it changed over the years. So then some people say, well, you can put potatoes in it, but you can't put this in it. You shouldn't put pasta in it. You should put pasta in it. You can have meat. You can't.
So you can do what you
can
want.
put whatever you want.
Yeah.
But basically, we want this to have a very brothy, have some tomatoes in it. You can put tomatoes. You don't have to put tomatoes. I want some pasta in this.
Yeah, I do too.
So here's where we're going to go. All right, I think we got a little bit of sizzle going here. So I'm going to take some onions, carrots, and celery. I'm going to saute these up. Now, true to the origins of this particular recipe, we're going to use what we've got. Now, you could put cabbage in there. You could put beans, white beans, or
You said potatoes, but no, some people do.
some people do. We're not going to do potatoes. We're going to do pasta on this
Okay.
one. Now, you could put any kind of white bean in here, a garbanzo bean. Some people do that. Some people don't.
So you got your trio going.
But when you think, what do you think about when you think about minestrone?
What do I think
Italian
about?
restaurant?
Yeah, Italian with the sausage maybe in it.
You know, I was going to ask you that. Do you like your meat in some things you don't?
I
What are you
don't.
thinking tonight?
Well, I like how the flavor it brings. So I probably won't eat the meat as much like as you do. I like the veggies, but I like the
I think for flavor, just to add
a really good
to the
flavor.
broth, I think it really does. When I think about Italian food, I think about that fennelly flavor. I think about basil, oregano. We're going to put a little bit of thyme in here. I really want that basil and oregano to just really, that sweet taste, I want it to really pop in there.
Where did we have this soup that I've seen that's good make it? Where were
Wasn't
we?
that long ago, you were talking about,
Where were we?
we're a restaurant and you wanted,
Yes.
you know, that's the best motivation, to go out there and try different places, try different restaurants, see what you like. And we haven't had minestrone soup in a long, long time.
Oh, we were in the Keys at a restaurant, and
Is
they
that
gave us
where it was?
panini sandwiches. Yes, I got soup.
Uh-huh.
That was good. And I said, "Oh, you need to make this."
That's exactly
It
right.
was really good.
And it really had a lot of fennel flavor in it.
It did.
So I'm just going to take this and get it all sauteed up nice. It releases the sugars and flavors and all this, and softens it up a little bit, because I don't want to wait all night for my soup. I want to eat,
No,
don't you?
I'm starving right now.
Okay, Mrs. Farmer, I'm going to do my same little trick over here.
Okay.
I'm going to have you press that garlic right over here on this side, and our minestrone,
Wants a little bit more? I got some more here for you.
if you want to, that'd be fine.
Garlic is good.
So it's damp. It's just a soup kind of day.
Yes, it is.
So I want to thank our friend, because I was getting ready to do the Nashville chicken now. I'll be doing that before long, because we went several different places, and I was looking at the kids' food.
Yeah, that's some good food. Yum.
So far, so good,
Yeah, I
huh?
like it.
We're going to come back with some chicken broth. And I've got about 6 cups here.
Good base.
Good base. Now I want some tomato flavor, but I don't know if I want a whole lot of tomatoes in there, actually.
Okay.
So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take some tomato juice-ish stuff. And I can't remember the name of it.
Can't you?
But it's got several different vegetables, and I'm gonna put some of that in too.
Good idea. Cup of that.
Just a little bit of that.
So we're not using tomatoes. Those are just
We might in
those are
the
for
end,
looks, okay?
but that'll give it a nice tomato
Yeah.
flavor, along with some other vegetables.
Looks like it's right already.
Can't remember the name of it.
Looks amazing.
I smell that already.
It smells really good.
Ooh. So we got a good start here. So now, here's what I've done. I've spread out in my dishes. I've got some thyme, I've got garlic, I've got salt, I've got fennel seeds, I've got basil, oregano, pepper, and basil pesto. You know what? That's a good shortcut, and that's really going to give you some nice flavors.
Yeah.
That's all that is basil, oregano, some garlic.
That's amazing stuff.
And it gives you it's just a real quick and easy way to get those flavors that you want spread out through there. I'm going to add some oregano. I'm going to add some basil.
You're just going to a pinch of each?
I'm going to do a pinch of each
Right.
until I get there. You may not like as much as we do. We like,
Yeah,
a,
we
lot.
like a lot.
We like it to really pop. Now our fennel seeds, I'm probably going to go, I don't know, half a teaspoon there. Now as you go along, you can add stuff, but you can't take it out.
That's right.
So you want to carefully go on. That basil pesto is such a quick, short stop. It's such a good cheat.
That's good stuff.
I mean, you instantly get that flavor all through there. So that's got a pretty good start, Mrs. Farmer. I like where we're going there. And Mrs. Farmer, I'm going to take this sausage, and if you just want to cut that up into,
Little thin pieces.
what do you think we need, one or two?
Why don't you use them both?
Can we use them both?
Because I might eat a couple. Yeah, they're smelling kind of good.
I told you. That is going to release those flavors. That
It's going to make it
sausage,
so
that fat.
good. Make the juice so
It's
good.
going to really, really make that. I think you're going to be glad you wanted the sausage. So I'm going to keep adding as I go along. All right, now I tasted that, and you know what I need? It's a little bit of salt. A little bit of salt. Don't forget, that's going to release.
Yeah.
That meat's going to release
Did you put
the
pepper?
salt that's in there. And the other thing about cooking is, like we talk about, the more you do it, the more you learn, the more you know what goes with what. We have an Italian themed show today, and I think you're going to be very happy, Mrs. Farmer. All right, now our soup. I just got to say
It's really good. I snuck a
dang tootin'
taste
good.
too.
Now I had some cavatelli.
Okay.
It's a small pasta here.
Perfect.
And I'm going to put, I don't know, I want pasta tonight, don't
I
you?
like pasta,
We're not going to
yeah.
have it in our chicken, but we're
So
going
we
to have
need
it in
our soup. Yeah.
So this was for you, Mrs. Farmer. I know how
thank
much you
you.
love this. And
I
we
do.
had it the other day, and it was okay, but I think we can do better.
You always make it better.
Aren't you glad that we cook and practice all the time? You can do the same thing. You hear people say, oh, I can't cook. Yes, you can. It is so easy. You see what we're doing? Nikki's smart, but I'm not that smart. And I still make stuff work.
That's right.
I'm going to crank that up a little bit. It won't take but 10 or 15 minutes to get that up
Right.
where it needs to be.
Oh,
All right,
yummy.
now I'm dipping up the
That's some thick stuff.
good
there.
stuff.
That's good.
Now, I like a thick soup.
Oh, I do too. That looks pretty amazing.
Look at there, Miss Farmer.
I like it.
Would you like a little cheese?
I would like cheese.
Since we have
of
some
course.
right over here.
Oh, it's too
Is that
pretty
not
to eat.
beautiful?
It's
Now,
too pretty to eat.
we both have to just come clean, Miss Farmer.
Okay.
We've been testing the soup. We know it's good. So we're going to wait till the show's over. We want you to see the finished product. Look right there. Beautiful. Wonderful.
Oh, wow.
That is
Looks
our
amazing.
minestrone soup here in Farmer's Kitchen. $1.85.
Wow, that's cheap.
For anybody who shows up in the next 3 minutes.
They get it for $1.85? I got a good time. Kelly's here.
You know what? Let's go ahead and have a little taste
got
of it
to.
anyway, Miss Farmer.
I
It
wanna
just looks
taste
so
it.
good. I've been craving carrots here lately.
The broth is amazing. Wow. I'm going to sit down and eat some of that.
That's beautiful.
That is really good.
I'm glad you went with me on the meat. I always ask you first.
It's a good flavor.
Oh, I just,
And you'll eat all the meat. You'll eat it right out of there.